my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies. Okay, first, an announcement. Going forward, the Instagram link, the link to my Instagram is not going to be in the little description box anymore because I'm not keeping up with Instagram. I'm also not posting anything that I do on TikTok to the YouTube channel. TikTok is going to be largely for manifestation, energy mechanics, and some lifestyle content, and YouTube is going to be predominantly for tarot reads. So if you're interested in any of the TikTok stuff, go follow me on TikTok. And like, we can post carousels and stuff on TikTok now, so essentially, unless TikTok gets banned, there's no point in keeping up with both Instagram and TikTok, and I like TikTok better than Instagram. Okay, now, mini rant. I so don't want to do this read right now, and not because it's like a bad read, but I'm stuffy, I just don't feel good, I have a headache. I'm missing nails that I haven't fixed yet. I've got a big meeting tomorrow that whatever goes down in that meeting is going to determine a lot of my next steps, which could be like really stressful or not. And I'm just not feeling my best today. I'm just not. And I have a blue tongue because I have been drinking flavor packet water. Very delicious, but if you just see, it's like her mouth looks weird, it's like, that's why. And my hair, like this is the last week of this hair looking this way. My stylist is on maternity leave, but I'm now booked with her co-stylist and everybody's moving salons, and I'm just like, I finally have my appointment scheduled. So I'm going to be at least feeling a little bit more put together. And then I've been organizing plans for this weekend and next weekend. However, at least not this weekend, but the plans the weekend after this weekend also hinge on what's going on with whatever feedback I get at the meeting tomorrow. So, all of that to say, I just don't, like, I'm just super low energy right now, and I already did my own reading on that thing tomorrow, and it was essentially like, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, like, it's gonna be fine, or it's like gonna be better than you expected, or there's something better, like, you are worried about something that's irrelevant. Like, there's something going on that you don't expect, so just like chill. And I'm like, all right, fine. I'll try to trust the universe, okay? But come on, who really wants to do that? So, the channeled information. This is gonna be an amazing read, guys. The channeled information, and of course everything's already pre-shuffled and all. I've been hearing all day today, I cannot get it out of my head, and I'm so irritated, which is why I'm up here doing this, to move the energy. I'm like, I'm stuffed up, like there's a blockage, and it's like, I don't know if this little channeled thing is gonna be relevant to the entire read, but it's at least relevant for somebody or something. It fucking is. We got the marriage card under the deck, and imprisonment because there's a blockage. Okay. And the Lovers under the deck. All day long, I've been getting my wife, and not in a Sacha Baron Cohen way, okay? It's not goofy. What is going on is that somebody out there, this could be you, this could be somebody around y'all, has recognized their wife. And here's the thing, this is not someone that they would know very well. Like, this is like somebody saw this person, or they kind of know this person a little bit, and they were like either thinking something to themselves about this person, or they were kind of offhand talking to someone else about this person, and the thing that they thought, or the thing that they almost said to this other person was like, oh, well, yeah, my wife. And here's the thing, that sort of just like leapt up unbidden. So they were just sitting there thinking about this person, and they went, well, my wife, or those words almost came out of their mouth to another person. They almost referred to this other person as my wife. And when that happened, they realized that in fact, that person is my wife, my spouse, whatever. And now they are having a meltdown about this. And what I need to say, whether this is just like these cards are reflecting this part of the reading, let me keep going pulling this, or not, if you know deep down that someone is your spouse, and yes, it does happen, you need to move. You need to get the move on. And when I say that, I don't mean especially if you don't really know this person that well. I know that can be very, very freaky, and you're just like, I'm a crazy person. I'm literally a crazy person. I don't know who this person is, but that's my wife. You need to start moving in their direction. No, you don't want to come in and be like, God told me you're my wife. Like, probably no one's going to respond very positively to that. No one who you want to be dealing with anyway. So you can just keep that to yourself, but you can still move towards this person. So I am here to tell you, yes, like if you had that thought about somebody and you're like, I'm crazy, you're not crazy. It's your wife, bro. So you need to start moving, because while I'm not a twin, like y'all know, I'm not twin flames, I'm not any of that shit. Your happiness and, fulfillment in life never rides on a single person. But when you know something deep down and you do not act on it, I promise you it will be something that you regret later. And also something that was coming through was sort of like, this process is almost designed to get you to move through something, like that imprisonment card. This situation is designed to break you out of something. And I'm not talking about like a former relationship. It's like some sort of pattern or thought process. Like, I don't know, maybe you thought in the past that like the type of love that I'm talking about was stupid. It's like, oh, love at first sight isn't real. True love isn't real. Uh-oh, now it's happening to you. And so I'm here to confirm it and to get you to get a move on in some sort of way. All right, what's underneath this deck? Yeah, you need to get a move on. You're going to have to act. This is the process. You are going to have to move into uncertainty. You are going to have to act into your uncertainty. And right now, it's just sort of like you're especially watching this person now because you're like, what the fuck? Like, you might even be a little bit mad. You're kind of mad about it. You're like, who the fuck is this bitch? Like, not in a mean way though, if that makes sense, because you're like ready for the proposal and you're mad about it. Also, you might like have kind of a shitty concept of marriage. Like, it's all like horrible because this is like giving ball and chain energy at the moment, and it's like, oh, it's like so much hard work and terrible, and it can't possibly be like a good flow like this. But then you're like, oh, but it's my wife though. Oh, but I know that it's my wife. Oh, but God told me it's my wife, and I really want to look good to her. I really want to be able to give her all kind of shit, and I'm ready to fight the world to be like this husband. And this would be a very serious change of fate for you. All right, well, let me give this a reshuffle before I pull the tarot, but it's looking like this is what this energy is, and it's coming out like, it's coming out like, this is the blockage. It's like there's a very, very powerful energy and force behind this, but if you keep holding this back, it's like, I mean, nothing bad is gonna happen, but like I'm saying, like I saw the 5 of Cups under there. If you don't do something, you will regret it. You're gonna have to move. It's like something, like this event is like designed to move you in a specific way. It's like canon event. There's nothing we can do about it, all right? So let's just get through, let's everybody get through it together. All right, let me get these first tarot cards out, and then we're gonna look at everything. And then like, we're all just gonna calm down, all right? I realize it's a very scary situation when all of a sudden you just see your wife one day. Like, her? I don't know, maybe this person's not your type. I don't know. That's so funny. Oh, I just got it's not funny. Okay, all right. But yeah, you're like you're looking and you're thinking about yourself. Like, this king of, like, you want to get married like now. Like right the fuck now, you want to tell this person this. Like, you want to propose, you want to call them on the phone, you want to have like babies and shit. and you like want to fight, then you're so mad about it. You're so mad. You're like, I need to go think about this because you want to do this so bad. This is the funniest fucking energy ever. And you know you're going to regret it if you like waste the opportunity. Oh my God, this is so hilarious to me because it's not happening to me. That's why. And I don't think that it would, though I have spoken, though. All right, I'm gonna say this, and I know, like, once these words leave my mouth, that, like, it's gonna irritate some of y'all. And I know it's irritating to me too, but it's kind of apropos for this situation, okay? I was talking to a woman about how she knew her person was the one, right? Because they are married and everything. And what she described was that, you know, they were on their first date or whatever, and he said something to her, and I'm not gonna say what he said, but it was actually pretty innocuous. Not a big deal. But when he said this thing, she was like, a gong went off inside of me, and I was like, yep, that's correct. And she just knew. And I don't know the entirety of their courtship situation, but just based on how they are or what I know of them, because I was going to say, like, this type of thing wouldn't happen the same way to a woman, but it does. However, I will say that if a certain type of person was going to describe this woman, they would say she is in her masculine energy. She's a masculine woman. But, however, because it's usually said in a derogatory way, this situation works for her. She likes this. They are all happy. They are a very happy family. You need to get moving, whoever you are, to come in, to talk to, like, oh, okay. We haven't even looked at what's on the board yet. You need to get moving, but it seems like what you may be doing right now is talking to people that you trust about, like, some sort of issues that you've had in the past. There's something, some sort of past relationship, past issue, past hurt that is like hanging you up. Like, okay, but the last time I did this, like, this happened. What if this person is just like this person? And so you're like maybe talking to a therapist, somebody you trust, I don't know, because you really like you want to get into this like unfettered, free, like I'm going for it energy, and like you're doing it under wraps from something in your material environment. It could be prior commitments or like just stuff that needs to come to an end anyway, that you likely know needs to come to an end. So put an end to it and like literally move, because it's just like, I'm over. Yeah, false people. Whoever you're dealing with in the past or you did deal with, like, I don't know, like you thought this person was the one or some shit, and they were a false person. It's somebody in your past that you were like very open with, you like made your little offer to, and we'll see when we go around again, but whoever this person was, like your judgment of them was off and you thought that they were the one. So, what's going on now? So we've got a message of concern with the Hanged Man. Oh, the message of concern is, that's my wife. You got the message of concern. That's my wife. I want to propose. You know it. Oh my God. This isn't funny. This isn't funny. But likely this situation is to help you with whatever this past situation was. Because in the past is not going to happen again. It's not the same person. You're not the same person, okay? Because you are not acting in this little, this is very like immature, lustful energy. This person may have seemed attracted to you. Again, the Seven of Cups, this is, I usually reference the scene in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade where the Nazi, right, they are saying like, go pick the cup, pick the grail. And the Nazi who is being led astray by a false person who happens to be a very attractive woman tells this person, oh, it would be the cup of the king, you know, like, oh, blah, 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 blah. So he picks this like bejeweled cup. And if you've seen the movie, you know that he chose poorly and he like gets all fucked up and dies and wastes away and turns into a little weird skeleton. And then she dies too, so justice. So whatever you did in the past, it was under like just like you just weren't making the best choices for yourself at the time. You weren't listening to the correct people. And now we have a similar situation happening in the present, and it's got you rattled. However, I don't think you thought this person was your wife, this false person. I think you thought they looked good. I think you thought they were very attractive to you. I think you very much wanted them at the time, but I don't think you ever had, you might have, I don't know that you wanted to marry this past person, but you wanted to be with them. I don't know if you've ever been a person that's really had marriage on the mind, if that is something that you really wanted, but it wouldn't be because you are scared of commitment or you don't want to be committed to a person. It would be because like you want kind of, and even that, wanting, like I want to feel like I can get out of here. That is the red flag. In this past situation, you were thinking to yourself, I really like this person, but I don't want to be tied to them in that way because I want to be able to get out of this if I can. You would not be thinking that at all with this present situation going on here, because now we're at the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is very different than the Page of Wands. And this is, I'm getting this as like an engagement. Like I want to go get a ring and propose to this person, like now. But this page is operating in very different energy. It's a much more solid, stable energy. And it's in front, like the Wands energy, again, is like lust. This Seven of Cups card is also illusion, delusion, under the influence, whatever. The Hanged Man with the message of concern, this is clarity, this is knowing. And it's stable, even if it's new and untested. So let's see what's in this final column. The Wealthy Man. And the Eight of Wands. And the Ten of Wands. I think what this is communicating is that you're gonna move. And it's like either you're gonna move even though this may be difficult for you, like energetically, or you're being driven to, no, like, I think like you're fighting your own self right now, but I'm gonna go again because it's also likely that like, you might be in a situation right now that makes it hard to make this move. Because I don't know how you know this person. And I guarantee you, this is like a 180 for whoever this message is for. This is like you were kind of going one way, like you had all this momentum one way, and then this happened, and now you all of a sudden have to turn and move against resistance to go this other way. Let's go again. God, I haven't gotten a really like prodding message in a while, like something that like got me up, like, no, you gotta give this freaking reading. I'm like, all right, Jesus. So what's up? I almost don't want to read anymore on this stupid false person situation because it's absolutely irrelevant to anything that's going on right now. Like I shouldn't say who cares, because I get that like it's left you with like pain and everything else, but like, yeah, you were thinking with your dick, okay? You were thinking with your dick. And like also with this moon card, this is also dog energy. You might have been a bit of a dog in the past, okay? You just go ahead and chasing anything and it left you fucked up. But you've reflected on it. We'll get one more on this, and then I'm just going to move that column because I'm not talking about the past. I'm not talking about it. I'm not dwelling on it. Yeah, like, you might have been thinking with your dick, but like, even in this energy, like, you cared. Like, you likely wanted more with this person, and they put a death to that through some way that you had to recover from. You became stronger through the situation, but it probably wasn't pleasant, okay? One more, you're saying. Because I don't know, the Hierophant card is sometimes marriage. This also could be that, like, God put a stop to this. Sometimes the Hierophant does come up as God, like, sorry. But God was just like, yeah, no, let me just fuck this up for you so we can move you in the right direction because you're screwing up. We got 2. Okay, they're saying yes. Okay, it's just like God put this conflict here. Whatever this was, and this was likely, like, I'm just getting, there's so many wands here, like, it's just dick fight, okay? There was lots of, this person was for the streets, okay? This is community P, you know? This is not wifey. This is for the community. Wet for everybody. Okay? Okay. So, let's look at this Page of Pentacles. I always feel so bad because it's like, I know people feel for their little past people sometimes, but they need to be dragged so you can come out of that. Like, please. Yeah, you want to go. You want to go, and you're also looking back, but like, you want to go and you're also looking back on this other situation, like, ah! Like the devil, you're like, what if it is this shit again? And like, you don't want to do it. Like, you want to do it, but you don't want to do it. Oh, I got both. But you're going to do... This is so funny. You're like, I'll go, but I'll go. So you're going to get in your little Ferrari or whatever the hell that car was in Ferris Bueller. You're going to boss up in your little Ferrari. And you're going to go. You're going to go. Oh, shit. You're going to go. I don't know. You're just feeling very burdened right now. Let me see. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords here on top of this Ten of Wands. And I just get, like, maybe when you come in, or like, here's that, like, you know what you have to, you know what you have to do. You know what you have to do. Go ask them to marry you. And not like that, though, okay? Like, be cool about it. And that's this. Be cool about it. Like, you're gonna come in and just be like, how are you? And I also get that you might be, like, a little, I don't know about pissy, but it's just sort of like, there's gonna be an edge to your, like, initial conversations, because you're just like, well, fuck everybody out. Like, you're so upset about the situation that you're just like, I will be the judge of this. And it's just like, oh my God, I get it, okay? If it was happening to me, I would probably feel the exact same way. But it's not happening to me, so I'm just going to sit here and chuckle. Yeah, but you're gonna do this. Fuck! You're gonna do it, and you're thinking about it right now. You're like, what the shit? I'm going to marry this person. Yeah. LOL. Oh, yeah. It's fine. Literally, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm still getting some of this, like, with this Eight of Swords here. It's just like, that shine is not gonna stop. Like, I'm not listening to that. I don't see that sign. I can't read. I can't read. I don't see that shine. I can't read. That's what that 10 of Wands is. It's like, I want to do this, but you're going to do it. It's like, that's what you're working against. You're working against your own, like, We're going to have to move out of this because I don't know. I think that's just where you are right now. And I don't really know that we need to clarify anything else. So I think we'll go into best advice outcome because this has all been fairly straightforward. Yeah, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Like, you're way different than you used to be. You're way different than you used to be. This is gonna be a very good thing for you, like, ultimately. So come in here, like, be open-hearted. And when I mean open-hearted, like, I don't know if you even want to start out with this person as, like, going on a date. You may want to. You may just want to get them into social situations, like fun situations. This person's the Queen of Cups. They are going to be your 10 of Cups. So please do not block your little blessings here. It's okay to give freely to this person. They likely are going to see you as, like, exactly how you want to be seen. Very accomplished, very put together. Like, you can do all the things and you're amazing. And the two of you are going to shuffle off of Buffalo together into the sunset and away from this, like, grief energy that likely, because I mean, another person, like, they're gonna have their own ish, right? Like, likely this person has past things too that they're going to work through as you two are working together to maybe overcome your reticence to, like, getting with another person in the material world. But your vision is true. Whatever vision that you've had about this person is true. And, like, you're just overthinking things right now. You're really the frick stressed out in your little planning phase. So it's likely you're in the planning phase now, looking for how you are going to move, and this other stuff, this past stuff, is in the back of your mind, on your back burner. You're triggered. You're thinking of all of these past things and how is this going to work out? What it, blah, blah, blah. And that's all, like, part of it. You're not going to be able to, like, have a complete plan. You might be able to have a next action step, but you're not going to have the complete plan because you don't even know how this person's going to respond to you. And the thing is, I'm getting it's favorably, like, things are going to work out. But of course, this other person has free will. So what I will tell you is that this is very specific read for someone who's already had this thought. And when they're hearing this read, they're going to be like, oh my freaking God, what the hell? When something is directly, like, from God, right? Because not everybody needs to think about it, like, as God. You can think about it as deep inner knowing. When something like that happens, usually the other person will also know in a way. Like, if you just, I promise you, like, I don't know that you want to do this, but I swear to God, if you walked up to this person and you probably said, like, look, I know, like, maybe after a couple of, you know, get to know them a little bit, I really, like, God told me that you're my wife, you know. This person would likely be like, let me go think about that. And then they would think about it and they're like, well, let me see what God says to me. And they would come back to you and say, yeah, they said that's true, that you're my husband. What are we gonna do? And then y'all both go from there. I swear to you, like, that happens. That happens. So let me clear this away and these little people away. And let's see what, like, we'll see if it's an outcome or if it's action steps. We got stuff immediately. Oh, this is so fucking funny. I'm literally going to end the read, like, right here. Because we got 4 cards, 4 of Wands, okay? It's a very stable number, all right? Action steps, outcome, you're going for this. You are going to go for this. Understand, you're going to go for this. And I think this person, y'all are going to be a good match. You're going to have the strength to do whatever it is you need to do. But sometimes I also get this as the couple's card. Like, y'all are going to balance each other out, okay? And I also get that this person is likely going to think that this is like relatively cute, like when it all eventually like comes out, right? Like this person is going to like you, okay? And this is going to be very full steam ahead, whatever this is. Once y'all come together, you're getting married, like straight up. This is justice. Like y'all might, like seriously, depending on how this goes, you might do a justice of the peace thing like right away, and then maybe do something formal later on. But this is legal marriage, legal, like God ordained shit. All right, I'm not joking about that. Like this is something very real. All right, and so I'm gonna leave you with that. This is real. You need to move.